Anyway, I don't make personal videos because this isn't a personal account, but it is personal. So anyway, I love Korean food, and those, some people call them dumplings or pot stickers. I don't know what you call them. I usually just call them dumplings, but when it came time to make them, I really didn't want to make them because I used to make them with a certain person, and this person was very volatile, and we really didn't mix well. We didn't have, a very good experience living together. So I had known this person for about 12 to 13 years before I let them come and move in with me. And what happened was this person had their own, issues and childhood traumas from when they were growing up in, where they came from in Kenya. And no disrespect to Kenya, because if I say anything that will offend anyone, I don't mean it. So we have a lot of people that get on here and they say, oh, Africa is so great, it's so great, or we love everybody, we accept that. It's not. If you believe that, then I can sell you a bridge in Brooklyn. No place is perfect, no place is all accepting. It takes a village. Sadly, the villages that I stayed in, is hush, 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 hush. There are certain types of things that happen to children in these villages, where people will just let it happen and not say anything. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't even want to get into it because TikTok is constantly banning my videos. That's a week left Obogi Ojenche, my husband. And so I didn't expect that noise. But anyway, so people come with their little, trauma and issues. He had the young man that I let stay with me. And he was very abusive, physically, mentally, emotionally. I had a very abusive childhood. I don't even want to get into that either, but I'm someplace where I don't really kind of feel safe sometimes. This isn't my home. I don't live here. So this is why I didn't have all the ingredients to what I wanted to cook today. So this isn't really my home. This is the grandfather of abuse here, Alfred Eugene Henry, who played for the Negro Leagues. And I don't know if any of you have heard his name. He was very famously arrested. What do you call the league of baseball? Because you have NFL, which is the National Football League, whatever. So the baseball league had him arrested, and he had to wear an ankle bracelet. And they claim that he was threatening the head of the National Baseball League. Is it NBL? I don't know, but whatever. He just basically said that they should do funding for youth and children and provide them with adequate facilities and places where they can grow and learn and play baseball. And when he made that statement, they claimed that it was threatening, and so he was arrested. But he's not a very good human. Long story behind that. So let's go back to this trauma bonding. So I had this conversation with my daughter. This isn't going to fit in a 10-minute video. And my daughter has said to me, she used the words, "I'm fucked up." I love that restaurant in Two Rivers Mall. I believe it's shut because of the pandemic. Amazing restaurant, Baby Locks. But yeah, anyway, she was telling me, oh, I'm fucked up. And she was just saying some issues she was doing in her marriage and relationship or whatever. And by the way, she is the Lacey of Lacey's House, but she really doesn't have anything to do with the nonprofit. She is a secretary, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I digress. I'm trying to keep this within 10 minutes. I might have to make 2 videos. So anyway, it takes a village. This is Tunu, Ghana. I actually love it, even though I absolutely miserable in my experiences living in Ghana because of my skin color. because of my tattoos, because of my dreadlocks. I don't like being called white. I don't think it's a compliment, and I don't like being discriminated against, overcharged, defrauded, sexually assaulted by the Ghana police. Thank you, Emmanuel, East Lagoon Police Station. But it's like you don't invite people to a dirty house, which is the name of my the manuscript that I'm working on about my time living in Ghana. You do not invite people to a dirty house. See, like I made this messy, but the house was clean. You don't invite somebody to your dirty house and experience trauma. That was one of the tattoos I was going to get. This is something that I made when I moved to Ghana. I was so proud of it, but whatever. Coda, we'll talk about that some other time. I've done a lot of therapy over, the years, and I've still experienced more trauma because I decided to involve myself with people who cause me trauma. That's why I love the iPhone. When you click a lot of pictures, it makes these little GIF things or whatever. But so experiencing trauma, I did not expect to feel the way I felt, upon making the food that I was making. This is cool. My camera is sitting on the table here, and I'm controlling it by my phone. So he's looking at us on the screen of the camera on my phone. So, but anyway, so trauma, people who are unhealthy, unhonest, dishonest, that's not a word, unhonest, and you end up with these type of people and they ruin your life, so when it came time to sit down here and cook, it really like brought something to me. It really messed me up. So I decided I'm gonna make videos and I'm going to talk about it. This isn't my family, but I show it because I own these photos. They belong to me. So making these dumplings with not the right ingredients that I wanted to put in them, and with the trauma that I've experienced. And you would never believe I am a trauma-informed trainer, a certified peer specialist. I worked with in mental health and with children for 27 years. I know I don't look that old, but when you're dealing with trauma, you end up with traumatic, abusive people who have issues and hidden children and abuse and verbal abuse and belittling and talking down to you and treating you like trash, because that's what you know from your childhood, from the abuse that started. Physical abuse. I have stories that I can't tell on here, but the verbal, mental, emotional abuse is the worst. It's the worst. People, that talk to you like you're trash, and they have multiple women and multiple children that they don't take care of, and that you've seen naked in dirt in poverty, and it takes a village. So where's the village to gather someone that is abusive and making a bunch of children that they're abandoning and living in extreme poverty? I'm talking about extreme poverty. I'm talking about having teeth that are rotting out your mouth because you only eat rice, which is really no nutritional value. So that's what I'm talking about. But cooking this meal, and I'm starting to try to cook more to take care of my health, it's been very traumatic. And this is why I made this video, and this is why it's so long. I'm going to have to edit the hell out of it to make sure it all fits together, but this is life, and I wanted to share some of this because I see a lot of things on here, and TikTok may be banned in the United States, which I don't care because I won't be here for long, and I'll move to another country. I hope that it's not as abusive because of the color of my skin, the shade of my skin, my accent. And imagine that. You're born with this skin and this accent, and you live in a country where almost like 80% of the people look like this. And then you turn around and somebody looks like this and has this accent, and then you abuse them. Imagine that. I will never approve a trip to Ghana, moving to Ghana. Fuck Ghana. I'll say a shit over and over again. Fuck Ghana. Fuck Ghana. It is 55 countries in the African Union. It is 56 countries in Africa. Somaliland, shout out to you. You can find other countries to visit and live. And God willing, Burkina Faso will be my home. And I will live and die there. So just join me for me cooking these dumplings or pot stickers, whatever you want to call them, in your culture and your country. And that's 10 minutes. So I'm done.